Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, January 5th, 2023. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location here in New Mexico in the United States. This is a puja that was taught to myself and Raja Malloy, Mina's brother, by Dr. Pillai several years ago, and I'm very happy to be sharing it with others. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. In doing this puja, we are invoking the divine light beings that are associated with the planets and the stars, and requesting that their blessings flow into us and into our world. And we're activating an inner connection with those divine beings so that you start to feel their energies coming alive, not just in outer space out there, but also coming alive inside of each one of us. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. Each of the little 12 boxes represents a particular zodiac sign. To do the puja, I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's on the side table here. And to do the puja, I'm also using some water, a lit tea light, a stick of incense, a bowl of flowers, and a raisin and a bell as various elements that will be offered in the puja. To start with the puja, I am taking a little container of water and with my right hand sprinkling some water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the area for the puja, putting a few drops of water on top of my own head to purify me symbolically, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that all of you who watch, whether it's live or later on a replay, are symbolically purified as well. Then first thing we do after that is we invoke Ganesha, the archetype who dissolves obstacles, and also Ganesha is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. And I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of you now and always. And we thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards all of us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we honor and invoke the time elements that are active at the moment in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Thursday, which is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on the blackboard chart on top of Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Mrgashira, I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment in my area, it's still 14th waxing moon, which is called Chaturdasi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Now, later today, the moon is going to move in a star called Arudra, and later today, the moon phase will turn into the 15th waxing moon, or the full moon. When the star is Arudra and it's the 15th waxing moon, that full moon is called Arudra Darshan, and this is when the ecstatic dance of Shiva comes to declutter us from negativity and to fill us with joy and blessings. So the full moon tonight is a special one, but we're not quite there just yet. The Hora, or the planet that's ruling the hour right now in my area, is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we invoke the yoga and the karana. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Brahma, which has energies that are trustworthy. Brahma, Brahma, Brahma. And the karana that's active right now is one called Venetia, which has energies that are mercantile. Venetia, Venetia, Venetia. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said in this part of the puja, we would look at whatever sign is the ascendant sign, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign currently coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This happens to be Capricorn, Makara, or Capricorn. He said we would start the puja by honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture for its importance at the moment. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so we honor Saturn for ruling the ascendant sign. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Today in Capricorn is Pluto, Venus, and Saturn. Pluto and Venus are in the same star, so I will invoke both of those planets before we honor the star. I start with Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Capricorn. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Pluto and Venus, excuse me, just a second. Pluto and Venus are both in the star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Pluto and Venus. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals across Pluto and Venus. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta. Dhanishta can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. We ask this star to bless us, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each embody 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. Venus, planet that helps with happiness, beauty, enjoyment of the material plane comforts and luxuries, and the arts. And Saturn, planet that helps with patience, perseverance, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. This is a star that gives blessings for work and charity and purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask for his blessings. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition and helps us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter. We honor Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttarabhajapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada star is ruled by Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and also a planet that can help with wealth and everything related to banking or legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mesha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Rahu and Uranus are in the same star, so we will honor both of them before I invoke the star. We start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus. for being in Aries. He's retrograde and extra powerful. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in the star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power or energy. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries as fire sign that has very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box and a planet that helps us make friends with new technologies. And Uranus, a planet that can help us with success in life, higher intelligence, and even astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Rohini, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, beauty, creativity, and the skill to manifest into the physical plane. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creation and creativity. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energy and also a great love of luxury and comforts. Today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve the problems that can be solved. Mars also has the energy of both the warrior and the healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mituna or Gemini, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon, and I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Today, at this moment, the moon is in a star called Mrgasira. Later today, he'll move on into Ardra, but right now he's still in Mrgasira, a star that helps us to have curiosity, to try new things, have new adventures. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira's star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon in which he is a divine nectar, the nectar of immortality, the Amrita. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira's star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mituna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also the planet that helps us to have receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give divine blessings. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air elements, and also is the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, a planet that helps us with detachment and longing for liberation. He sometimes is called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Donus or Sagittarius, which today contains the Sun and Mercury, who is currently retrograde. Both of them are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury, who is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. The Sun and Mercury are both in a star called Purva Ashada. The symbol for this star is a winnowing basket, where farmers would use the winnowing basket to toss the grains, like say rice, to separate the hull from the husk from the actual grain that we want to eat. So Purvashada can give blessings for helping us to discern what's right for us and what's wrong for us, if we remember to ask the question, what's the right thing? The right thing can be dynamic. It can change for us during our lifetime. We put the flower petals across Sun and Mercury. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Om Purvashadaye Namaha. Purvashada's star is ruled by Apis, a deified form of water. It's a goddess. She can give us blessings for purification. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Purvashada's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, that rules Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, who's sitting in Pisces, but we're honoring him for ruling Sagittarius right now. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Danas or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs, today containing the Sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our health and our self-confidence and self-esteem, and Mercury, planet of communication and business, and planet that helps us with humor, gives us ability to enjoy laughter and joking around. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chalkboard chart on it and the little piles of flower petals. And in the air, I move the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and a sweet fragrance, and I pass that above the chart on the blackboard 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering that to the divine beings that we have just invoked. And now I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. And then I take a little raisin to offer something from the earth element, and I pass that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering them this little raisin. Their blessings go into it, making it a piece of prasad or blessed food, and later I will eat that. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings we've just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I pray for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support and the group energy as we do the prayers and the invocations. If you have questions today, you're welcome to post them in the chat right now, and I will do my best to try and answer them. Again, the moon is going to move into Ardra star later today, and it will become 15th waxing moon, which is the full moon later today. And this is a special full moon that's called Ardra Darshan, a Rudra Darshan, when the moon is in a Rudra star and it's the full moon. And this is a time when the blessings of Shiva in the form of the dancing Nataraj can be coming through onto the earth plane. If you have, Sherry is saying that Ardra is her birth star. Oh, lovely, Sherry. If you have a picture or a statue of a dancing Shiva, you may want to light a little tea light before that or a ghee lamp. And if you have a statue, you might want to do a little milk bath on him today. That's what is special for Ardra moon people. Ardra star, the symbol for Ardra star is a teardrop, which is said to be the teardrop of compassion. In Buddhism, they say there's always a tear in the eye of the Buddha that no one ever sees, that it's the teardrop of compassion, that the divine feels so much compassion. There's actually a little teardrop for the suffering that the people have here on earth. So this is a time for Shiva. The Rudra form of Shiva is the form that rules the Ardra star. This is a time when the dancing Shiva form comes and is dancing his dance of bliss, his dance of ecstasy, and it's driving away clutter, negativity, driving away all those negative energies because his joy is just so strong. The light is just so strong. And he's sending blessings to us to have positive things happening in our life, prosperity, health, intelligence, light, all of that. So for Ardra Star people, this is a beautiful full moon. You don't want to miss this full moon. In the evening, you may want to go out and look at the full moon in your area and make some prayers to that, and talk to the dancing Shiva, ask his blessings, and thank him for coming to dissolve the negativities and the suffering here on our planet. Okay, I know that tonight I'll be doing a fire lab for the people that are in the Pillai Center's Shrimbrazi immersion program. They get a fire lab every month in their program. So those that are in that will be getting the full moon fire lab tonight. All right, I see people saying thank you. I'm not seeing any other questions right now in the chat. The Pillai Center teacher, Mohini, that some of you know, she is also, her moon is in Ardra Star as well. Ardra Star gives the compassion for the suffering of others and also a very strong work ethic. I think Mohini really embodies the positive qualities of that star. She's the director for Tripura Foundation, the nonprofit organization of Dr. Pillai that's doing charitable projects in India and other places. And so we can be also asking this star to help us to take action to relieve suffering of others, not just to pray about it, but also put some of our compassion into practical action in whatever way that works in our life. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead then and let you go for tomorrow. I'll see you again on Friday. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. May light encompass all.